Another visitor? You must be here to join in the plunder of the old Jedi Enclave. You'll have to see Administrator Adari first. You're one of the Salvagers, right? Your ship looks banged up enough to be part of that lot. But you look different. Have you taken a look at your ship recently? It looks like it's been chewed up and spit out by a Wookiee. Twice. But you're the boss, so your ship is in just great shape. You really don't look like a salvager, though. Why did you come here? Really? You seem pretty well armed for a farmer. But a lot of us joined the military during the Jedi Civil War. If this is your first time back, a lot has changed. You may want to go into Kunda and ask around about your family. There was a lot of movement when the Sith invaded. Hopefully everybody you knew is safe. Have you ever sliced a Jedi security door? The old ruins are secure from Salvagers unless they get permission from Adare. She was the agricultural administrator of Dantooine. After the Sith attack, she kept us together. Without her, the only thing you'd see around here are mercenaries. Kunda is the big building just outside the landing port. It used to be the estate of a man named Matali, but he and his family disappeared around the time of the bombardment. The administrator rebuilt it, and now this is our center of government. I know it doesn't look like much, but there aren't many settlers that live on this planet. This building is the start of something new for us. We're very proud of it. We're working on it. Is there anything else you'd want to talk about? Just head into the building and you'll find your way to the administrator. I'll be over by the entrance if you need anything else.
Yes, Master. Yes, Master. Let me test this secure, stupid, primitive mechanism. Ready to serve.
I heard a rumor that the administrator met with a Jedi. If that's true, I'll quit. I'm gonna work for someone that associates with them.
Do you actually believe a Jedi would return here? After all they've done to us? They wouldn't dare.
They certainly would. You remember how they were. Always so superior, so arrogant, and never lending a hand when we really needed them.
I still don't believe it.
You should. My cousin's friend, he used to tend the gardens around the Enclave. He swears he saw a Jedi in Kunda. Could be hiding anywhere.
Well, I hope it's true. I hear there's a bounty on them, and we could certainly use the money.
Unless somebody beats you to it.
lot of people here hate Jedi. But when they were here, they tried helping us. I don't blame them.
Are you waiting for the administrator too? You won't have to wait too long. But if you want results, now that you may never get here. Kunda's like a droid without his power cell. Useless. We have problems all over, and the most you can get out of the administrator is a pat in the back.
I'm sick of all their excuses and empty words. I need justice now.
I fought in the war, and I know how to use my blaster rifle. If the administrator or Zeron doesn't do something, then I will.
Salvagers are the problem. They strip bare the ruins that belong to the people of Dantooine. Then they sell what they find back to us at inflated prices.
I'm not a violent man. I've had my share of it in the war. I sincerely hoped I could just hang my blaster rifle on the wall as a souvenir for my grandchildren.
But I can't farm without my equipment.
My farm is the closest to the Enclave ruins. It has to be someone nearby, and if the mercenaries wanted it, they'd just take it in broad daylight. The closest place besides that is the Salvager camp, so it has to be them. You ever met one of them? Thievery wouldn't be too far a stretch for any of them. The other day I had to take a shot at one of them. Soon someone is going to get killed, and Dantooine has enough trouble without that. A lot of farming equipment. It's not even valuable, just important for the moisture vaporators and hydroprocessors. The thief must be desperate for credits. It's hard to deal with womp rats when you got a gundark on your back. I believe she'll get around to it, but I think by then it'll be too late.
I understand that the wheels turn slowly in this sort of thing, but my crops are in immediate danger. The salvaging laws on Dantooine are a mess, and in my mind they favor the salvagers.
I suppose you could. Actually, you almost look like a salvager.
If you could go to this salvager camp and convince the salvager Joran to return my modulator, I would be very grateful.
I'm not rich, but I have some souvenirs from the war I could give you. It's right next to the ruins of the Jedi Enclave. Just follow the smell. You can't miss them. That's great. I'm certainly not getting any help around here. If you need to know anything more, just ask me.
A visitor. Please, come in. Welcome to Kunda. I am Administrator Turina Adari. You're the owner of the, ship that just landed? I'll take it as a given that the vessel is indeed yours. And unless I'm much mistaken, that's the Ebon Hawk. That vessel has been on Dantooine before, during the war. That was a Jedi vessel. My point is that the previous owner of that ship was a very influential Jedi. And Jedi are not as admired here as they once were. Right or wrong, our settlers blame the Jedi and their hidden enclave for their suffering. I remember the old Jedi Masters and the considerable help they lent to Dantooine. I still maintain discreet connections with Jedi. I suppose your arrival here is no coincidence. I feel I must step carefully here. You are not like other Jedi I have known. You seem darker somehow. Yes, I understand. Say no more. For good or ill, I feel you are the only one remaining who can help me with the present situation, my friend. Let's just call him Frook. We've known each other for many years, and our continued friendship could create many problems in the current political climate. He came to Dantooine not too long ago. He was looking into something quite important. He's gone missing recently. Did he send for you in case something went wrong? Many mistakenly believe that Jedi are paragons of honesty. I've dealt with far too many to be fooled by this reputation. You want answers I'm not comfortable giving right now. But in time, with trust, we may be able to communicate more freely. I do need your help. Vrook and I had a mutually beneficial arrangement for several weeks. He went to the Jedi Enclave sublevel recently and hasn't returned. I know the sublevel is dangerous. I'm starting to fear the worst. Would you be willing to go to the ruins of the Enclave to look for him? This could work to both of our advantage. You can search for artifacts for your own interest, and also for Vrook at the same time. I will have one of the militia transmit permissions to the Enclave security door. Go expecting danger, for you will most certainly find it there. Is there anything else I can assist you with? There are plenty of opportunities to assist people on Dantooine. Too many, I'm afraid. I would go to the militia headquarters and make your intentions known there. Besides that, just listen and ask around.
What brings you to Kunda? Do you have any troubles to report? I'm here to help. I just hope you aren't here about Garevik. Oh, sorry. If you're brand new to these parts, you may not have any issues with Garevik, unlike most everyone else. You're fortunate not to know him. He's a salvager. His purpose in life seems to be causing us headaches. I can tell he's back in Kunda just by the pounding in my head. If you're not here about Garevik, do you have some other problem? Well, call me a defective protocol droid. Manners, right. I'm Barun Modril. I'm Captain Zeron's right-hand man. I help run the militia here. Well, that makes it sound more important than I am. Zeron takes a hands-on role in running the militia. If you have any real trouble, you'd have to go to him anyway. This is sensitive. It's not really a secret, though. A lot of people are upset with Zeron. He's a hard man and doesn't answer to anybody. Except, I suppose, the administrator. The thing is, he expects everyone to follow all the laws. That's not normally a bad thing, but the mercenaries are used to having a bit more freedom. So it's like Zeron keeps prodding a rancor with a stun stick. To a rancor, it's just a minor nuisance. But if you keep at it, he's gonna fight back. The mercenaries aren't unreasonable. They're mostly just war veterans looking for work. But Zeron just keeps poking them, so he has to get involved to make sure that the militia does what he wants. Otherwise, we'd probably give the mercenaries some room. Dantooine has had mercenaries on it for years. I've talked with some, and they're not unreasonable. There's gotta be some sort of compromise we can both live with. Using my own analogy against me, the mercenaries aren't rancors. They're people, like you and me. But if you keep provoking them, it's just dangerous. I think we should be working on getting along. It's hard to follow orders that have you make things worse. Yeah, you're probably right. There's no obvious solution to this. Maybe we should just talk about something else. I see. Well, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to go over the militia rules then. Kunda and the Salvager camp are under militia protection, so a friendly scuffle is all right. But if any blasters are drawn, there'll be hell to pay. But if you buy some Jedi trinket and you're not satisfied, you're on your own. I'd stay away from the mercenary camp. We've had difficulties with them. We don't patrol or investigate there anymore. A trip there and you're on your own. Follow the rules and we don't have any problems. Oh, and Pato Ado doesn't cheat as far as we can figure. So don't complain about the Ithorian either. All right, stay out of trouble now.
Tochi monas runta, yun bola, watatra tochi mulira, pitasa cantone tosha. Posoma britoshniki tuk pamba, bora, dino molira nibonon, kin un badno koktek, posoma britoshniki tuk pamba, bora, dino molira nibonon, kin un badno koktek, posoma britoshniki tuk pamba, bora, dino molira nibonon, kin un badno koktek. Fasa susho wi, kana ina doka ches, kapata rondi losa chi rana dikdik, na ji ka chi a ubangta, Osmanfu ni wado ni kuta masapa, tongi wamaji, yumali bato ato into dune, Dok ini kemarin zuni inash di John Bla when so mas. Tong abaw shan uninong. Dawan ga nochi? Roren manama. Kochpa ino shan opera. Chaudu so jamara. Chorhep donich. Dok shati rengotish. Bogra chiun Cuba. Kratok wikili jane.
I'm the militia captain here. Are you here because you're in trouble or looking for it? Depending on how greedy you are, we might have some work for you. Before that, though, you got any other reason for coming to militia headquarters? Rare thing a visitor wanting to help out. Looks to me like you're here to explore the Jedi ruins. But we have a thing or two that need doing. You seriously want to help, just ask about it. Or any other questions you might have. You want something? Some of the Salvagers went deep into the ruins and found a lot of Jedi relics. It's the most valuable haul the Salvagers ever got. But all the Salvagers that went down there are dead. So it seems every day or so some Salvager comes claiming they're owed by such and such, or that they're related. The whole thing makes me sick. Garvik says he won the whole claim in a Pazak game with the last survivor, right before he killed him. But that was a fair fight. There were witnesses. But nobody remembers Garvik ever playing Pazak. I just hope someone takes this blasted claim off my hands. I'm tired of those lowlives pestering me. We've got real work to do. You want something? I've seen a lot of visitors come through Kunda. You're the first one in a while that looks the capable sort. We have a small problem with Kinrath. Maybe you've already seen some of them. They're coming from a cave in the Kunda Plains. I'd take care of it myself, but there aren't many people in the militia. We'd lose too many men. There's a reward if you do it. Very. The Kinrath you see on the plains aren't as tough as the ones inside the caves. They may not look much different, but they are tough. 2,000 credits. That's all I can ask. You want something? You really should talk to Baroon about general questions. You want something?
Hello there. You haven't had any new troubles, I hope. I'll tell you anything that's public knowledge. Most militia news passes by me and Zeron. I might be able to help. I'm here to help. I don't even want to get into it. Ask around if you want to know the details. It'll just make my headache worse if I talk about it. I don't know what we'd do without Administrator Adare. She managed to plow through a lot of the family bickering once the Sith left during the war. She's kept us together. Oh, and, Zeron too, I suppose. This is... sensitive. The thing is, So, it's like The mercenaries aren't unreasonable, so he has to get involved to make sure that the militia does what he wants. It's tricky. You see, I think Zeron may be taking this whole thing a little personal. I'm not sure. Just a guess. I also think he's doing more to provoke them than just investigating every complaint against them hard. He's up to something. If someone could just ask a few questions, turn up some answers, maybe see if Zeron isn't being completely honest with the rest of us, well then maybe he should be replaced. Just look around. See if Zeron's up to something on the side. Something that'll hurt the fragile peace we got with the mercenaries. So if you happen to find something out like that, you should see Administrator Adare. If you have to do some footwork to check into things, you'll be compensated. We should probably talk about something else. I hate going behind the captain's back. I just feel... I just have a feeling about it. All right, stay out of trouble now.
It's you again. Well, you know who I am. I figure you've got a reason for coming back. You want something? He did he? What's this about? I know people, and that isn't like Baroon. I have no patience for people like you. We're not gonna talk about this again. You want something? It's you again.
Your luck is not of the hapless settler. You are the newcomer that lands in a battered ship. Yes. No friendly greetings are here for you. Many of the weak are skilled in manners, but I am not weak. Do not seek to insult me again. I am done being inconvenienced by you. Another interruption. You must not have heard who I am. Waste another's time, not mine. Someone less important.
The Salvagers keep coming here and bothering the militia. That Garabik is the worst of them. If it weren't for the Jedi, we'd be a prosperous community. They brought us nothing but trouble.
Charanana Gundoso, Remina, che l'orecto curo cattada, Fioratora Padano, Ringatel Camarada, Telefibo Nubo de Picarana, Cenirara. Manama Treta sobre Barakto Drun, Crisce Mentru, Greb Avano Flank Tour na Saganich, Grave no cu se tabate, Drawinsto sopotuto nell'Iep Grimpatado, Drawinsto busuto nell'Iep Grampatala, Teleronda Nana Nintolo Gradatira, Terewana Jun Conata della Raguno Antuna, Dai Rento Runca Recare Papanala Ranchinga, Derace Wemeno Totore Senesenten. Der Rinturunto Wakare Que Wap Gerebu, Ninso Telepachan Gorsadara Nane, Gra Delonota Choloren.
Observation. It is a hostile galaxy master. Upgrades would allow us to pulverize our enemies more efficiently.
Terewana Jun Conata della Raguno Antuna. Dai Rinturunca Recare Papanala Ranchinga, Derace Wemeno Totore Senesenten.
Yes, Master. Ratio achieved. Assassination.
Do you feel it? The wound on this world. It is centered here. If we succeed in gathering the Jedi, they will come to this place. And if those Jedi are slain, then all that remains of the Order shall be drawn here as well. We will know when the time comes. And I hope our enemies do not.
Diagnostic? For some reason, I cannot fire. Obvious statement. This was not anticipated. I am attempting to access my weapon systems, and I cannot. Alarmed embarrassment. If this gets back to the other units, we will be decommissioned. Systems failing, Master.
are we missing? We're one off.
We're missing Joran. I don't see Joran.
That runt of a Cathhound, he's the one with the backpack. Did anybody grab anything from the room? Anybody? What do you want? So the pup thinks she can start bossing us around. Watch yourself. We've been here a lot longer. Lots of possible accidents if you cross us. All I see is fresh meat for the Lagrex. Don't even think of threatening us. That's a battle you can't win. That's it. Attack!
Ratio achieved.